Hello friends, welcome back. If you know me, you know that I love growing tropical fruits here in Zone 7A, Northern Virginia. And this is taro, and I have been growing taro successfully for 2 years in a row now. Last year I was able to save some of the taro in the ground, and I left it outdoors with only mulch as protection, and those plants came back this year. But this year I'm not going to take that chance, because last year only 1 out of 2 came back. So this year I'm going to be digging out my beautiful taro, and I'm gonna put it in pots and containers, and I'm gonna keep those roots in my basement in a cool, dark place. And next year I'm gonna take those bulbs and I'm gonna put them outdoors again in full sun so they can get large and big like this. Last year the harvest from the taro, or the malanga, was very small, but this year I have high hopes because the leaves and the plants are much bigger than they were last year. I learned from my mistake. These things love full sun. Last year I had them over there next to the banana plants, but the banana plants got huge and they cover the plants in too much shade. So this year I put them in here where they get full sun, and I gave them a priority location, prime location for this taro. And now it's time for the truth, and I'm gonna have this camera recording right here so that you can participate in the harvest of the taro of 2023. Before I get started digging them up, I'm gonna have to do something that is gonna hurt my heart a little bit. I'm gonna be using this beautiful machete to get rid of the tops. I'm gonna use a little spade or a fork to lift the roots out of the ground so that we can see what's under there. This tool is very handy because it makes quick work out of the plants. Asian people and Hawaiian people actually use the leaves to cook stuff with. I have never done that before. We only grow them to eat the tubers. Unfortunately, I'm just gonna be composting these leaves. Some of you might cry at home thinking, those would be really good. I am going to call this a success. So I planted one little root, and that root has developed 4 major plants. And check out the size of the chunky here. At the base here, there's a chunky tuber that you can eat. It tastes like a potato, a little slimy sometimes, but it's really delicious. I plan on making some taro chips, deep fried taro chips, and I also will make like a taro porridge. So what I'm seeing here is some really big ones and some smaller ones. I think I'm gonna save the smaller size ones because I don't have a lot of space in the greenhouse. So I'm gonna save the smaller size ones as seeds for next year. I bet you this little plant right here can turn into a monster like the one I just showed you if you plant it in a right location with full sun. Check out this beautiful guy right here. And then this is another little tuber that came off of that plant, and this little tip right here is what becomes the plant, and it grows into a huge, beautiful plant. The way this plant grows reminds me a lot of bananas, and it actually looks like a banana right here. I wonder if they are related. I'll have to do a little research. But yeah, it's looking pretty nice. There's a little bit of decay on the outer leaves here, so I'm hoping to remove some of those, and hopefully by removing them and letting them dry out a little bit, that will help the storage process. So this is my taro harvest right here. It is a lot, my friends. There is a lot of little tubers like this, and I have this bucket right here. It's full of them, and check out the size of this massive one right here. This one's probably to be a lot of food because all the starchy stuff is right at the bottom here. So I'm gonna be able to collect a good crown from here and eat a lot of taro. I'm going to keep this one short because I'm running out of time and I need to harvest all of my tender plants right now. It is 12 o'clock. Wish me luck. I still have to dig up a ton of stuff. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and if you enjoyed it, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It is called Garden Forage. See you on the next one.